So folks, United versus Villa, half time, 2-0 down. If you support United, what are your thoughts? For me, I think Ten Hag's on borrowed time. Based on what I've just seen and what we've been seeing, I think he could go any day. I'd be surprised if he lasts till the end of this month. For all Ratcliffe's input hasn't been ratified yet, I'd be surprised if he lasts the end of this month. This is absolutely shocking. I mean, you judged on your tactics, the way you play football. I don't see any tactics there. Rashford, I'm not sure he's washed his shirt all year. Has he got it dirty? Has he sweated yet? I'm not so sure. I know he's had a couple of efforts today, but his basically absence is doing very little. Again, the wingers can't find the front man. Højlund, absolutely no service whatsoever. No ball, nothing. And then you're not only judged on your tactics, you're judged on your signings. I think Azedic pulled 3 from Ajax, 3 that he's played with before. Martinez looks well good enough, although he's extremely small as a centre-back. Were it me, I think I'd push him into midfield with Kobe, and I think you'd have 2 cracking guys anchoring that midfield there and get 2 cracking centre-backs with some height behind them. But that's not what I want to talk about. This is Onana. As soon as I realised Villa were doing something different for that first goal, I thought, oh no, this is all going to end in tears. It's all going to end in tears. Onana's confused at the best of times. I don't know whether this league is too much for him at this stage. Maybe when he's played in Europe and when he plays for his international team, maybe he doesn't get crowded as he does in this league. Maybe he doesn't have as many touches. Maybe it's not as intense. I don't know. But this doesn't look like the player that played in that final against City last year. He's absolutely atrocious. As soon as Villa were doing something different, I thought, I don't like the look of this. They said to me, Vladimir, Onana, he very rarely catches the ball. He normally parries it down and then gathers the ball. He's punching out in the main, he's awful. The odd one does well, but the awful, they just balloon up into the air. And when he palms anything out, he palms it back into play rather than on his goalpost. He looks shaky at all times. He just looks so shaky, it's unbelievable. I believe he's going to the African Cup. If he goes over there, I'll be glad. I can't wait to see what this Turk can do, because he can't be any worse than Onana. He can't, honestly. But Onana and Anthony, absolutely hopeless. What is it, 160 million we paid for him, man? 120 million, is it? Absolutely crazy. How do you drop players that you've just bought and paid loads of money? And it's difficult, I know it is, but they're just not doing it. Massive turnaround needed. They showed a little bit of fight last quarter of an hour there. They had a bit of ball, but we don't look like scoring. We never look like scoring anymore. It's just horrendous. It's really, really poor. Maybe there'll be an upturn in the second half. I just can't see it. I want to see it. I don't want to be all doom and gloom and head down and moaning. But this is really, really, really poor. And you just don't see any lights at the end of the tunnel. I really can't see. I think Ten Hag's a dead man walking. I really do. And I didn't want it, but what can you say?